Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to Upon This Rock. We are nearing the business end of the season. 5 games to go, and we're in with a shout with Europe. Today, coming up, we have got Arsenal away and Bournemouth at home. Let's waste no time and get straight in to the first game, which is Arsenal away. And this is going to be the team that is going to go up against Arsenal. Berkey in goal, Walker-Peters, Kimpembe, Baldwin and Durham at the back 5. The really solid back 5 we've had all season, pretty much. Gould, Escobar and Fossum in the middle. No one's going to be replacing any of those boys anytime soon unless it's injury or suspension. Ballack has made that advanced playmaker his own. He's ousted James Ward-Prowse from there and done a really good job. Last 5 games, 7.06 in really good form is Andre Ballack. And then Mina and Cledo are both the front 2. 46 goals from the both of them this season. Fantastic output. So Arsenal have had a very poor season to their standards anyway, in 8th, 51 points from 33 games, a massive 12 points off the European places, so could be all to play for here. So they have Lukaku up top, Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wing, still got Ramsey and Xhaka in the midfield, Mustafi still there, Bellerin is still there, Szczesny in goal for them as well, Icardi is on the bench, as is Jordi Alba, and Gonzalo Higuain is on the bench as well. So very strong Arsenal squad. Not quite sure why they're in 8th and having a very tough season of it. Let's go and pick up where we left off from the previous game. We are in fantastic form this season. 2nd in the league going into this game. And it's still all to play for. Here we go. Gould with a corner, trying to whip it in and find Baldwin at the near post, but it comes out to Durham. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin and Fossum really linking up back. And Cledo is in. Walker-Peters is there, and that is 1-0. Mina and Cledo really doing some really good fancy work in the middle. Gets it through to Cledo, who takes a snapshot. Szczesny pushes it wide, but Walker-Peters is there too. Mop up, and that is 1-0 to the Posh. 15 minutes gone. Let's see that in 3D. Here we go. So Fossum, Mina and Ballack playing really well. Play Cledo straight through. Great save by Szczesny. And then Walker-Peters is there to mop it up. 1-0 to the Posh. Ballack and Mina really causing some trouble in the midfield there in front of the back 4 for Arsenal. And Walker-Peters is there, comes back into the squad after a suspension. Alexis now putting it into the box with Lukaku trying to hit there, but he doesn't get there. And Oxlade-Chamberlain gets a shot to Berkey, and he saves pretty comfortably, to be fair. Their first real chance of the game. Half an hour gone now. Been very even between the two sides. Keeping them at arm's length as much as we can. Sanchez is not having the greatest of the game, nor is Lukaku. Keeping them two boys very quiet so far. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better going into that second half. We've played really well. Had very up and down results with against Arsenal, really. We've beaten them a couple of times. They've beaten us a couple of times. So it depends on which midfield, I think, really grabs hold of the game. They've got a very good midfield with Xhaka and Ramsey in the middle. And we've always got Gould, Escobar and Fossum playing very well this season. If it stays like it is, it puts us 8 points behind Manchester United with 4 games to go. I think the league is theirs. It's just about who's going to be finishing in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Escobar now cutting out that throw-in, but Alexis comes back at him and plays it into Ramsey. Ramsey into Lukaku, into Rico, and that is 1-1. That is a great goal by the Arsenal. Rico with it, comes in off the post. Berkey probably could have done a little bit better. Here's it in 3D. Ramsey and Alexis coming in on their own. Lukaku, lovely ball from Ramsey there. Flicks the ball onto Rico, and that is it's a fortunate goal, really. I thought it went straight in, but came in back off the post, and it just hit Berkey. 1 apiece now. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what we can get out of it. It's been very even. I think a draw is right. Probably about right for the game. That last 10 minutes has flown by. Here we go, coming into the final 2 minutes now. 2 minutes of injury time. Walker-Peters with the ball into Kimpembe. Going to get closed down. I think that is by Higuain. Mina trying to close down the defence. He does, and Cledo's 1-on-1. Is he going to score? Yes, he is. What a finish by Cledo. Mina really putting the pressure on Mustafi and Bellerin at the back there. Gets the ball off them. Here we go. Mustafi takes a massive touch. Mina plays the ball into Cledo, and Cledo just takes a touch. Really composed and slides it under Szczesny. A minute to go. 2-1 to the Posh, scored in the final seconds here, but they're gonna come again. Highlight after the goal. Walker-Peters picks up the ball on this left-hand side, but gets tackled. Chamberlain now is going to take on his man. Takes on 2 men. Amzan, but Escobar is there. That's a massive tackle by Escobar. And we get it clear, and that is a massive win for the Posh. 2-1 away at the Emirates against Arsenal. Lovely win there. Khalidou and Mina coming good. I was thinking about taking them off, or taking one of them off anyway, Mina or Khalidou for Cummins. Didn't do so, kept them both on, and they paid dividends. Fantastic result for the Posh. We go next, we go play Bournemouth at home in 7 days' time. If anything happens, I'll bring it to you, but if not, we'll see you there. Before we go into today's game against Middlesbrough, come back early. Ivor Fossum has picked up the Player of the Month award. Fantastic performances from Ivor Fossum. 3 appearances, 3 goals, 8.33 from him. Awesome performances from him. Been an amazing player for us since we signed him, and he continues to grow. 4-star current, 4-star potential ability. Stats are absolutely amazing. 24-year-old will be a big player for us next season, 100%. And I pick up the April Boss Award as well for 3 wins out of 3, 100% ratio. Beat off Jose Mourinho and Gerardo Martino as well at Swansea. So yeah, nice little award for me. Let's see who is going to be playing against them, against Borough. Might make a few slight changes. Might bring Llorente in for Gould. Just give Gould a little bit of a rest, because he seems to be flagging very, very early in games. So I think Gould will come off for Llorente. Let's give him 90 minutes. Escobar is 1 away from a yellow card. I might bring Mina off for Cummings again, just to freshen things up ever so slightly. Bring Komar off for Kimpembe. That's a nice little change there as well. Not too much, just here and there. I might give Mina and Gould a complete rest, to be fair. Got a lot of players to get games. So here's the starting lineup. Berkey in goal. Walker-Peters, Komar, Baldwin and Durm at the back. Llorente as a deep line playmaker. Escobar and Fossum in the midfield. Balak as the advanced playmaker. Cummings as the false 9. And Khalidou as the advanced forward. All in all, very, very decent side to beat Bournemouth. Let's get straight into it. Who have they got? Wijnaldum's there. Ramselaar's still there. Phobie's still up front. Ibe on the right hand side. Lewis Cook and Ki Sung Young in the middle. So yeah, a very, very good Bournemouth side. But you don't really get any kind of bad sides within the Premier League. I expect nothing but a win going into this match. I really, really do. I really want to keep our form going. It's probably some of the best form I've had in this year's game. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. AC Milan, I had a few runs, but it was always kind of cut up by Juventus. Juventus beating us, especially in the first and second seasons in that save. But this save is pretty special for me. My home team, Balak now with a free kick, trying to find Khalidou in there, but Fossum picks the ball up. Goes back to Escobar. Llorente and Escobar just controlling the midfield ever so slightly into Fossum. Fossum's going to find Durm on this right hand side. He's going to whip the ball in. Yes, he is. And Khalidou is there. 8 minutes gone. 1-0 to the Posh. That is his 32nd goal of the season. Khalidou is carrying us right now. What a ball in by Eric Durm as well. Let's see that in 3D. Here we go. Fossum finds Durm on this right hand side. He just looks up and he whips a great ball in, and it's a lovely header by Khalidou, and that makes it 1-0 to the Posh. Crowd go absolutely mental. Balak again into Komar. Komar really not the position he should be in. Fossum back into Khalidou. Khalidou is there again. 2-0. He's absolutely clinical. Two goals in 2 minutes. That's 10 minutes gone in the half, and Khalidou is on absolute fire. Durm plays it into Fossum. Fossum, lovely ball into Khalidou. Right back playing him on there ever so slightly. Kubek got a hand to it, but not strong enough to push it wide, and that's 2-0 to the Posh. I offer into Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook out to Stephen Cook. Stephen Cook into Lazar, and back into Stephen Cook again. Ramselaar into Wijnaldum, and what a ball that! What a goal that is! Lovely play by Bournemouth. Get the ball through to Wijnaldum's feet, and it's a great hit. Here we go. Lazar into Stephen Cook. Stephen Cook does a little pirouette, goes to Ramselaar, and he just feeds it into Wijnaldum's path. It's a great hit, top left-hand corner. Berkey had no chance. 2-1. The one change that hasn't really helped us today is Cummins coming in on that false 9 position. I've given Mina the whole game off. I've not even got him on the bench. So possibly something I need to look at going forward. I know Clough can play there. Riley can play there as well. So there are options. Let's calmly say things are going well. but I know they're capable of even better. You weren't that bad in the second half, passionately say. Let's really try and get a decent team talk in. But a couple of the lads have switched off. Who's that? Kyle Walker-Peters and Santiago Escobar. But the rest have been okay. Kalido on an 8.7, 2 goals in 2 minutes. Fantastic performance from him so far. Fossum on a 7.5. Kyle Walker-Peters on a 7 as well. Let's get straight into the second half. I think United are winning as well. Still an 8-point gap between us and them. Durham taking a very early foul against Georgie Wijnaldum, and that is the end of the highlight. Kubek is injured and Adam Davis has come on. Who is Adam Davis? He's not that great, so hopefully we get shots on. We should score. Ki Sung-young now into Ramselaar, out to Lewis Cook, who can control this midfield, into Iorfa, into Iobi, and that is 2 apiece now. They are my bogey, one of my bogey teams. West Brom, Bournemouth. Horrendous results against them sometimes. Lewis Cook plays the ball into Iorfa. We're all over the place in the defence, and Afobe, great hit from him, and that's 2-2 now, coming up to the hour mark. Now Durham has picked up an injury as well. Kimpembe is going to come on. I'm going to put Walker-Peters on the right, Kimpembe on the left. Escobar not having the greatest of games. I'm going to bring him off, and I'm going to bring Ward-Prowse on as the ball-winning midfield, and just switch him round with Fossum. And Cummings isn't playing really well either, so I'm going to bring Clough on. Three substitutes just on the hour mark. Let's see what we can do in this last half an hour. It's not been the best second half that we've had at all. I'm going to knock it down to standard, see if that helps at all. Time is absolutely whizzing by now. Here we go. 10 minutes to go. Lorente picks up the ball into Fossum. Fossum into Ward-Prowse in that box-to-box, into Clough. Clough's going to find Kalido, and what a hit that is. That's his hat-trick. Clough and Kalido combining, and that is 3-2 with 9 minutes to go. Here we go. Ward-Prowse into Clough as the other substitute. Slides the ball through into Kalido's path, and first time hit. What a hit that is. 3-2 to the posh. Kalido on a hat-trick. Lovely stuff. Coming into injury time. Last 10 seconds of the game. Trying to find Clough at the back post, but Iorfa is there. And I think this is going to be it. And there we go. Peterborough United 3, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth came back into the second half, but the quality of Kalido has just pushed us over the line. That boy is saving us day in, day out, every single game. And we could have qualified for a European competition here. Durham is out for 5 to 6 weeks, strained knee ligaments, so he won't play any part of the last few games of the season. So we're going to have to go in with Wisdom. Fantastic display from the boys, especially Kalido. He is in absolutely fantastic form. So next episode we are going to bring you a 3-game episode. Middlesbrough, Southampton and Tottenham all to finish off the season and see exactly where we finish up. Is it going to be Champions League? Is it going to be the Europa League? We're set on 73 points. We are massive. 8 points clear of Southampton. 9 points clear of Liverpool and City and Tottenham and Chelsea. So 4 teams there on 64 points. Massive 9 points clear. I think if we get one or 2 points, we are we're definitely in the Champions League, which is absolutely phenomenal. Kalido, with that hat-trick, has gone top of the shops. 29 goals this season, 13 assists in the league as well. The boy is magic. As I said, last episode of Season 5 will see us play against Middlesbrough, Southampton and Tottenham. So that will be the next episode. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more. And until next time, end of the season, end of Season 5, I'll see you soon.